How do you know if your students learned the desired material at the end of a given period of time? And how do you communicate the results of their learning to other educators, or to parents and families, or to the students themselves? Teachers score chapter tests and end-of-year exams. They give semester grades and share test scores with parents. Like all data from summative assessments, the idea of these is to evaluate learning by providing a snapshot of student performance at the end of some learning period. This is also sometimes accomplished through standardized assessments that can be school-wide, district-wide, or statewide. The purpose of summative assessments is to answer the big questions. Did all of our students learn the material? Are all of our students meeting the standards? Are we successful with all of our students? Andre has been working hard on using evidence to support his argument in writing for various audiences. Over the course of this unit, Ms. G has held writing conferences, provided written feedback on early drafts, and administered a couple writing prompts to gauge progress. She's used interim assessments and formative practices throughout the unit. Now it's time to document the students' cumulative learning. Today the class is presenting their writing projects. Ms. G will grade students on this project as their final assessment, instead of giving them an exam. Both a final exam and a project are summative, and both provide concrete evidence of student learning in relation to the learning targets. One purpose of summative data is so Ms. G can share with Andre and his family a clear and accurate picture of his learning. Some of the types of summative data she'll share are results from chapter tests, projects and portfolios, end-of-year tests, semester grades, and the spring state test. Families value this information since all parents want to know if their student is on track. All families want their kids to succeed, to graduate college and career ready. Summative data also serves an important public purpose. Reporting graduation rates and statewide test scores helps the public understand overall school performance. Of course, not all summative data is shared publicly. Sometimes Ms. G uses the data in meetings with other educators. They review it collaboratively, they discuss the class's accomplishments, and figure out where they need the most attention. This helps shape plans for the next semester. Ms. G can use summative results to accurately compare Andre's performance to other students in her class, or in the case of a standardized assessment, to other students across the district, state, or even the nation. That comparative data is critical for all of us, educators, families, and the public, so we know if we're reaching all kids equally. It's important to remember that summative assessments are still just a snapshot, just one data point. So if Andre had a bad day, it doesn't mean he hasn't learned the material. It does reinforce the need to have multiple data points documenting student learning along the way. Summative data isn't the final chapter in the data story. It's part of an ongoing, continuous improvement process. Just like data from formative and interim assessments, it ultimately just helps us know how to guide Andre and the rest of our students on the path toward graduating college and career ready. Learn more about summative assessments and how to use them as part of a strategic assessment system at our strategic assessment webpage.